Sit back, relax, and enjoy, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
It's not gonna happen, and Daniel McMillan,
Pennsylvania native, kept your winning here at Pocono.
Third win of the season, you'll win the championship.
Ryan Benjamin with the last lap pass.
And he is going to score the victory in the Minute Maid 300.
Salmon Oskin, third win of the season.
He's gonna get it and only leads 3 laps today!
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Watkins Glen International Raceway, tucked in here in the Finger Lakes region of western New York here for today's running of the Lake Effect Ice Cream 175. It's going to be an exciting race here today. The 36 drivers of the Turkey Hill Truck Series field looking to take on this 11-turn road course here for 13 laps of action here today. Obviously, we were here a couple weeks ago for Super Glen Week, brought to you by Lake Effect Ice Cream and a whole bunch of other series and stuff, and that was a pretty good weekend when we were up here. We're going to be looking to duplicate something like that again, and we will see how this weekend's going to play out here. I was joined alongside Josh Williamson in the booth here today. Obviously, this is a pretty interesting racetrack, a lot of high-speed corners, a lot of places to pass, but a lot of places to go wrong. We drop the green here in a few moments. What are you going to be looking for today?
well, we're going to be looking at the heavy braking zone of turn 1. Obviously, that one's definitely going to play a factor. And after going up through the S's, that long back straightaway, we eliminated the bus stop with this layout. So we're not going through that little chicane. We're going all the way down that front straightaway in excess of 160, even 170 miles an hour at some points. Plenty of time for someone to make a move there. And then through the boot, going all the way through there. Not a very potent place to pass, except for that 180-degree turn at the end of that little straightaway before we have another one before we go up through turn 8, then the left-hander at turn 9. Then you get the 2 final corners. Turn 11 is going to be the place to watch. We saw it plenty of times in Super Glen Week, including on the last lap of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series with your driver, Shane Lake, taking advantage of Matt Dalio, slamming the turn 11 wall and cruising to victory. Will we see something like that today? Maybe. I don't know. But all I know, this is going to be a good one today.
But it'll definitely be an exciting one here today for the third race of the season. Obviously, won't touch in too much on the points here. Just take a quick look at Glant. Obviously, Trey Bartow still the leader. Big mover last week is obviously the winner of that race at Watkins or Darlington. Zachary Fitzwater moved up a lot of spots there for that, but engines fired. We're going to get this field rolled off here. Looks like everybody. I see 36 trucks. Alexander Rowe, I think, is just having a little bit of a hard time getting his engine clutched in there. Got Sebastian Kukulon's going to start on the front row here for today's race after winning the pole yesterday in qualifying. And then he's got alongside him, it will be Alexander Rowe in the 77. Logan Williams in the 38 will start in the 3rd position, and alongside of Logan Williams, he is going to have the number 12 machine, and that's going to be driven by Elijah Gordon. He'll start in the 4th position. Behind him, last week's winner Zachary Fitzwater looking to go two in a row, and Augie Baranowski starts alongside him. Row 4 is going to have Keith Martin after a stellar run to get up to 7th in qualifying. Trey Bartow will start in the 8th position, also looking for his 2nd win of the season. Stacy Stickler, after a strong run at Darlington, is going to start on the inside of row 5. And alongside him is going to be Joe Rutt himself. Joe Rakowski starting in the 10th position in the number 10 truck. No Illuminati to be confirmed there. Take a look there as the rest of the field. Everybody gets rolling. Pit fuel window today is going to be about somewhere 8 to 10 laps, obviously, so we will see one stop, and it's going to be towards the end of the race. So you are going to have to be very clutch with that pit stop. You can't mess up, can't make mistakes. Got to have good in and out laps. Everything always, as always, everything's got to hit. You got to be perfect here at Watkins Glen if you want to win here. Take a look though as they roll through the boot. Everybody just keeps on going through. So again, 175, 17 Lake Effect Ice Cream 175 here. I don't know why these guys are getting so split up under the caution lap here, but everybody's just rolling on down through the back straight. So as we take a look here, all 36 of these trucks get up and going here. Josh Williamson, who do you have winning today's race?
I think we have to rate Trey Bartow as a factor no matter where Trey's. But honestly, I'm going to go with Keith Martin. He surprised the heck out of me in qualifying. That rookie got the speed in that 35 truck. He's going to have the speed today. Look for him to be strong and wind up in victory lane today.
Going to be a good one here. 13 laps, obviously, on this September the 11th here. Remembering those who can't be here with us, but here we go up through the gears. Sebastian Kukulon, Alexander Rowe. Let's go racing at Watkins Glen. And already Alexander Rowe, he said, I'm not going to waste any time, just like he did in the Body Armor Cup Series race here a couple weeks ago. Jumps out to the lead. Elijah Gordon also got a pretty strong jump in that 12th truck. Sebastian Kukulon back down in third. Audrey Baranowski's up to fourth. Logan Williams slid back to sixth. Trey Bartow got a spot up to seventh. Keith Martin, I think, lost a couple spots there because Joe Rutt in the 10 machine, Nicholas Samadillo, Fitzy Martin, they're all on the move. Got all around him. Now Bartow's going to the inside before the lead up front. Elijah Gordon looking on the outside, heading into the boot. Not quite there. That's a really, really tough place to make an outside pass. Alexander Rowe, just road course expert, hitting his marks there early in the going. Baranowskis, top 6 or 7 single file. First man stepping out of line. Joe Rutt going to get down there, try and get around Trey Bartow, and I think he's going to get it heading down the back straightaway here in the boot.
That outside line got a heck of a jump on the start there. I was not anticipating that they'd get that kind of a jump exiting turn 1. And obviously we saw Sebastian Kukulon in the 98 fall back as a result of said run that the outside line got. And they're all single filed out now, but man, good action here as now the 98 has a truck in his mirror. Oh, Kukulon goes wide and another one goes. That's another thing we got to watch out for going through turn 10. What trucks will go wide? You just saw there the 70s.
Owen Miles is in the wall. I think Owen Miles slapped the wall really hard there on the outside on coming out of turn 11 exit. Now see Bartow got passed by Joe Rutt. Joe Rutt did a power slide coming through turn 10 there, but still managed to get around Trey Bartow. Elijah Gordon had a poor run off the corner. Now Kukulon's back up in the second. Baranowski's going by Elijah Gordon for third. See Logan Williams, who started in third, got a poor start off the initial start, but he's going to start to work his way back up. Joe Rutt started in 10th, has moved up to 6th in just one lap. So that 10 machine is on fire here today. You got Bartow stabilized in 7th, and you got Samadillo, Fitzy, and Keith Martin currently rounding out the top 10 here early on in the going, but a lot of passing. They're not letting up. Baranowski's looking to clear. So Kukulon, not quite there yet.
Well, she's there on the inside, pushes him up, going through the turn, is going to be right there, but Kukulon's going to be on the low side, the preferred line through turn 7. Meanwhile, the 77 of Alexander Rowe is loving what he's seeing in his mirror, trying to stretch the lead. And now Kukulon goes to second. They'll single out now, going down the long straightaway and into the braking zone of turn 8.
Elijah Gordon, though, he's trying to get back around Baranowskis for the third position, looking strong in that 12 machine. He's not going to have the best of entry and points for turn 9. Baranowskis in the 51. So I'm going to get right back to the inside, try and make the stick into turn 10. And obviously, you have to be really careful down in 10 and 11 because if you miss time your 10 entry, oh my goodness, Elijah Gordon with a power slide through 10. Let's see how they hit. Kukulon's going to be way wide. Ooh. Oh, they just missed the wall.
Talk about just missing. That's about as close as you can get right there without hitting it. And, ooh, one truck going down to the pit road already behind. Looks like that may have been a result of a slap in the wall, potentially. That's really early to be coming down here.
Yeah, that's Owen Miles. Hairgel Arvin Alonso is also on pit road. I don't know if I don't see any damage on that 33 truck. So, and his pit stall is still, he's still out there though. I don't think he's retired yet. So we're gonna have to, we'll take a look. The replay should be on the bottom left of the screen to see what happened on the 33, but back up front, it's still Alexander Rowe, Kukulon, and Elijah Gordon. But Elijah Gordon, he's gonna get to the inside there, heading through the carousel, that 180-degree fast-paced turn. And now Kukulon just trying to hold on. That 98 was obviously fast in qualifying, didn't get the jump on the initial start, but he's hanging around in third, so a strong run for the team nonetheless. A lot of guys. Joe Rutt kind of got stalled out there in 6th for the moment. We got Trey Bartow, Fitzy, Samadillo. Keith Martin still hanging around in the top 10, so strong run for him. Everybody else, though, just single file. Alexander Rowe jumped out to a 2.5 lead early on in the going here. And obviously, now the one interesting thing will be if Owen Miles comes back out onto the track, which I don't know if he will. He may or may not have to pit again, so that is definitely going to be something to watch out for, is to see if that 99 of Owen Miles, if he can do any sort of strategy play with the fact that he's staying out.
Just saw him exit turn 5 back there in the background as we now see the 77 of Alexander Rowe coming around with that giant 2.5 lead over Elijah Gordon. He's going to go wide in turn 11. He's going to hit the wall, go off into the grass. I believe Gordon hit it as well. Here comes Kukulon to the inside of Elijah Gordon at the line, going for the 2nd position. But remember, off the start, down here in turn 1, we saw the outside with the preferred groove. Nope, Kukulon's going to drive it in hard on the inside. They're still side by side. But this is going to help Rowe pull away if they stay side by side like that. He's got a massive lead right now already on lap number 4. But Elijah Gordon's going to get by Kukulon. Audra Baranowskis, the number 51, going around the outside through the S's and down this long back straightaway.
Down the back straightaway they go. Single file through most of the pack. See, Trey Bartow got around Joe Rutt for the 6th position. The 38 of Williams still biding his time back there. Kukulon getting really aggressive with the bumper there on the 51 of Baranowskis. Obviously, Kukulon probably a bit frustrated he just missed that start. Now, up front, this is where it's going to get interesting. Alexander Rowe, obviously, he did make a mistake coming off of turn 11 the last time, but he got away with it because Elijah Gordon slid up. I think Elijah Gordon might have nicked the wall a tad too, but that allowed Rowe to get away with making a mistake here. Now, obviously, if you're Alexander Rowe, I mean, he obviously, worth noting, I mean, he made a pretty big error in the Body Armor Cup Series race, arguably cost him a win. He had a fast car, but just destroyed the outside wall there. We're going to have to see, obviously, Rowe likes to drive it aggressive, but we'll see if he, you're not going to get too many more of those chances where if you hit that wall, you're going to be able to get away with it.
Another thing to consider as well, him up here getting all these bonus points for leading, just say he won the race. He's 14th in points right now. I don't know where Trey Bartow
Gordon in the
right
wall.
now. It's Gordon hits the wall, and Kukulon as well. A couple of others look like. Bartow, I guess, is back there in about 6th or 7th place as things stand right now, as Baranowskis is going to get by Elijah Gordon there.
Oh, Logan
Alexander
Williams.
Rowe is going to...
Sorry, I wrote there. Logan Williams took a dive bomb into turn 1, sliding it through the S's. He just can't get the power down there. You're saying on Alexander Rowe there, definitely worth noting there in the points, as you were saying.
Yeah, I was going to say, Rowe is only back 23 points. I'm surprised at how many trucks are within a race's worth of points of each other, obviously still early in the season. Well, we talked about the struggles of Stuart Gratton and a couple of other drivers in qualifying. You do not want to have a bad start early to the season. When you get to race 3, it's really panic time. If you're still struggling at this point, you are going to likely struggle the whole rest of the season. And if you do get it together, it's going to be extra hard to get closer to the title lead in the points if you struggle past race 3.
Not for sure there, but taking a look through the field, Joe Rakowski in the 10th, back around Bartow. Now Elijah Gordon, Baranowskis, they're still battling it. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th have swapped those positions so many times here today in this race. It's been a great clash there for 2nd, which, though, as we've been saying, has benefited the 77 Alexander Rowe. He's just been out biding his time so far. Definitely has a strong truck in that 77. Is getting assisted, obviously, by the fact that nobody's really cleared the pack to try and catch him. Oh, he's going to be way wide, and he's going to nearly hit the wall. Baranowskis just missing the wall. See now Joe Rakowski in the 10. Let's see the gap this time by... it's open back up again, so the more they battle back there, it is playing into Alexander Rowe's hands. He's just able to put it on cruise control for now. Keith Martin up to 9th. Strong run there for the rookie. But now that Elijah Gordon's got, it's going to be worth noting here, Elijah Gordon's cleared Baranowskis here for the moment. It's going to be interesting to see. You want to be, the interesting thing too now is pit stops are going to be coming in about 3 laps or so. The thing you're going to have to be sitting there if you're Elijah Gordon, Brock Nelson was in this position in the body armor 355 where he was close to the leaders. He took the undercut, got that clean track position on his pit out, and then he took the lead and went on to win the race. I guess, would you overcut or undercut here to say 2nd, 3rd, or 4th?
I would undercut. I would come in earlier because you're gonna be out there. You're gonna come in quick. You're gonna come out. You're gonna have the fresh rubber, the extra fuel, the full fuel. You're gonna be able to use that stuff and get back up there and gain all the ground you lost getting into the pits there. And everyone's gonna be slow coming off the pit road, and they're all relatively tight right now, even considering that Alexander Rowe has a 2.5 lead. So I bet if you came in earlier than everyone else, that's probably more of an advantage to you than anything.
We'll have to see here. Pit cycle's going to probably open in about 3 laps. Ooh, Baranowskis slid way wide. Trey Bartow slid way wide. He's losing some spots. Ooh, Rowe's in the wall. That's going to hurt his momentum a bit. Kukulon, Logan Williams still side by side. Let's take a look at the stripe here. That gap came down 1/2 second that lap. So that definitely hurt. That hurt Alexander Rowe's momentum a ton there. Just missed it there. See, update on Alonso. Dropped a motor there on the 33 truck, so no accident for him. Just the motor blew up on about lap 2. Tough break for that 33 team. Not the way you want to start the year, but now this is where it gets interesting because the top 3 have clearly separated themselves. Now is when the strategy starts to come into play. Now obviously the games can begin of, when do you pit, when do you not pit. You're getting close to that window. Obviously, if you're Elijah Gordon, wouldn't mind just chasing down the 77 of Rowe too to get that bonus point for a lap lead. Because I think Alexander Rowe, if he leads this lap, is going to clinch the most laps led here today. So obviously, regardless of win or lose, at the very least, a strong showing from that 77 truck here today.
Absolutely no doubt a strong showing for Alexander Rowe as we see Elijah Gordon slip up. I think that's the first time we've seen someone slip up going through turn 7 there. But he did, and even though they're single file, not side by side like they were in the draft going down that straightaway, and surely that's helping too. You go wide like that in the corner, that's a lot of ground that you lose going wide like that. It doesn't seem like much. Just looking at it on home, on the TV, or laptop, or phone, or whatever. But that is vital when you're out here doing 150, 160 miles an hour. Every inch counts, but now he's going to draw in closer as Rowe's going to go wide. Oh, Rowe scrapes the wall, and Elijah Gordon's going to draw in closer. He's going to be right on the backside at the line. 0.63 the difference, starting lap number 8.
This is, oh my goodness, Joe Rakowski trying to take them 3 wide into turn 1. He got curb hopped big time there. Lost all his momentum. That is going to kill the 10 trucks run there. Worth noting, Bartow slid back a lot where Fitzy's been on the move here. Logan Williams is around, but here we go. This is where it's going to get really interesting. Like we've been saying, Alexander Rowe, he's pushing the issue every time in turn 11. Has clinched the most laps led bonus point, by the way, but pushing the issue every time coming out of turn 11. That 77 truck obviously is strong, but he's just not hitting that turn 11 apex like he needs to be. That 12 Machina Gordon is closing though. Baranowskis is closing as well. Obviously now this is going to be interesting too because Logan Williams is starting to clear the pack and chew in for that lead. So we could have 4 trucks here under a blanket as this gets closer. Now this is where if your Gordon can't slip up here in 7, hits his mark, I'm going to expect, just a bit wide. He can't hit 7, but you can see the gap is almost neutralized because Gordon's not hitting turn 7 as well, but Alexander Rowe's absolutely not hitting turn 11 very well.
They're all pretty even there going through turn 8. And another thing, Rowe does not have the draft like Elijah Gordon does. He's there sucking on the 77's air going down the straightaways here, and even through here, he's looking on the high line. He's going to turn it down. He's going to be right there on the backside going off in this braking zone at turn 11. Watch for the 77 to slide. He's going to look to the inside. Elijah Gordon going to send it. He's going to dive to the inside. Goes Rowe in the wall, and Elijah Gordon is going to take the lead coming on lap number 9.
Oh, big move by the 12 truck of Elijah Gordon. Kind of helped put the 77 of Rowe in the wall. That is a lot of damage. You can see that now and starting to notice on the side of that 77. It's going to cost him dearly, especially when these guys come into pit, which they should be coming in here soon. And he didn't lose too much time, but pit road could be another story for that 77 machine. But Elijah Gordon been lurking around biding his time all day. Now he's up into the lead. And Baranowskis is around the 77 for first. Now this is going to be interesting too, because obviously that slowed up the top 3 a bit. Let's see if Logan Williams or Fitzy can make a move. Zachary Fitzwater here, climbing his way up through the field. He's up now to 5th. Strong run for that 9 truck. Early season championship form from him, but Elijah Gordon right now, he's got the clean air. Just wants to bide those lap times and not make mistakes here, keeping that 51 and the 77 at bay.
And one thing that's going to hurt Audra Baranowskis is she is doing a lot of blocking back there with the 77s all over the back bumper of that 51 truck. She keeps doing that. She's not putting focus on going for the lead. She's putting focus on the truck behind her, and in turn, that is going to lose her even more ground, because Elijah Gordon, he's just on cruise control right now, as we're probably coming to pit cycles this time. We're getting up to lap number 10 here. See who the first takers are going to be, if anyone does come down this time.
Oh, there we go. I don't know if that's Rowe. Oh, Logan Williams hit the wall hard. That's going to cost him. Okay, so we've got guys starting to dart to pit road here. Ooh, this is going to be very interesting. So Kukalan's going to be somebody just walloped the wall in the back of the pack. I don't know who it was. Somebody just walloped the wall. So we have a couple guys pitting in. Obviously, I think Alexander Rowe's going to lose a lot of time to repair damage. But Kukalan in the 98, he's going to be the one guy to watch to see if he can gain a noticeable amount of time. Worth noting, too, the 99 of Owen Miles, yeah, he's just too far off the pace. That's way too far back for him. That 98 of Kukalan. Oh, Stacy Stickler's, that's a fast stop for the 91 truck. They are out in front of Kukalan. So he's going to gain a bunch of time there for that 91 team. Back up through the field. Elijah Gordon, Audra Baranowskis, Zachary Fitzwater, Logan Williams, now with some noticeable damage. Now this is going to be interesting to see timing-wise how they come out in relation to that 91 truck.
This is going to be a strategy call right here. I think Stacy Stickler, I don't think Stickler took 4 tires there. I think he may have taken 2 tires there, which is why they came out of the pit road there ahead of the other 3 trucks. So that could be another thing to look out for here. Whatever strategy call is going to be is going to play into who's going to end up winning this race here. We'll probably see everyone else come down the pit road here. So those guys that just came in, will they be able to come around in time and maybe overtake them? Stickler going to be one to watch out for, as now he's ahead of everyone else that just came down last time.
There goes everybody. Oh, Elijah Gordon. That was really near bad for that 12 of Elijah Gordon, but here we go. Everybody is on pit road. Everybody gets on alive. Oh, Trey Bartow. I have no idea what just happened to that 82 truck. That is going to cost him dearly. Missed pit road. I don't know if he got into the turn 11 wall, but he just missed pit road. Another bad pit week for him here. Didn't have a good pit strategy Sunday. Didn't have a good pit week. I don't know what the deal is here. I hope he makes it back around, too. That could be interesting, but here we go. Here we go off pit road, and Baranowskis. Audra Baranowskis, I think, took only 2 tires, or the 12 of Elijah Gordon had damage. And now Fitzy, Rakowski, the 79 of Monaco. Mason Brown, a bunch of trucks are jumping the leader, Elijah Gordon. And Stacy Stickler in the 91 is going to move all the way up into the top 5. What a beautiful undercut strategy by that 91 team.
I told you the undercut was going to work, didn't I? As soon as if you come down earlier, you're going to have the stuff. You're going to get around everyone that's slow coming off the pit road. worked well for Stacy Stickler, moved all the way up to the 4th position, but a huge gap between 2nd and 1st there as we see Joe Rutkowski and Zachary Fitzwater getting a little bit of a battle there. But the leader is loving this. If they keep doing that, then it's going to be an easy win for the leader. They're just going to keep pulling away. Audra Baranowskis may have this one in the bag here unless either Fitzwater, Rutkowski, or even as Stacy Stickler arrives on the scene. Just a couple more laps. Plenty of track to work with here.
This 91 team's been impressive early in the going this season. Fitzy's starting to look like an early championship pick. Joe Rutkowski, strong run today. 79 of Monaco coming in strong. Mason Brown's looking good. 22 of Alphabet. Keith Martin, Kukulon still managed to be back up in the top 10. I don't know what on earth happened to the 12 of Elijah Gordon, the 38 of Logan Williams. Slow stops all around. Rutkowski's down to the inside though, gets around Fitzwater. Now Stickler's looking to make a move. Ooh, this could get really 3 wide into turn 11. I don't know. That is unbelievable. They just pulled that off and nobody got into the wall. Oh my goodness, what a big move. Where? Okay, so the 82 of Bartow there, just an update on him. He lost a ton of time, obviously. 2 laps to go at Watkins Glen. It's about 3 seconds is the gap currently between Baranowskis and Joe Rutkowski. I think this 51's probably got it in the bag. Just a lap and a half more to go. No mistakes here, and that 51 should be home sweet home here, back to victory lane.
May have hit the curb, and that's what caused Stickler and Rutkowski to go by on the outside. He got down in the grass and hopped that curve. That just killed his momentum. That's why he fell back. But yeah, a huge gap between Rutkowski and Baranowskis. She's on cruise control right now. Unless something happens, like maybe she hits the wall off turn 11. The only thing that the drivers behind could do, they have to be perfect. They have to not hit the turn 11 wall. If they hit the turn 11 wall this lap, they're done. They do one turn wrong like Rut did there going through turn 7. That may have just done it right there. That may have just done it for Audra Baranowskis here in the Lake Effect Ice Cream 175.
Yeah, barring a pretty big power slide into the outside turn 11 wall, I don't see a way this 51 truck blows a 4-second lead in a lap here, but stranger things have happened. But see Rutkowski sitting, chilling in second. Stacy Stickler and Fitzy looking very strong early to open the season since we left Daytona. Monaco also looking really strong there. And Sebastian Kukulon, Mason Brown. Ooh, Stickler in the wall. Monaco and Mason Brown pummeled the wall there. Big mistakes on the white flag lap. 2.89 seconds, though, is the gap here, and it is the white flag lap for Audra Baranowskis. 10 more corners to go to score first victory of the season. Obviously, that would be a pretty big boost to that team there to jump up and get those points early on in the season. Definitely change the tide of fortunes for what's not been the best of starts so far. Not a great start, not a bad start for the 51 team. 10 of Joe Rutkowski, just a lot of guys though, as like you were saying in the pre-race, we're starting to find out now who's the guys you have to really be watching for this season after today.
Rutkowski and that Zidell Motorsports team, what a run they are having today. Likely, you said, unless something happens, but 6th place in the standings coming into this race. 2nd place, nothing at all to be embarrassed about, and Stacy Stickler going to be right there, may even potentially take the points lead away from Trey Bartow, who struggled late in this race with a 2nd place, or 3rd place finish rather, for Stickler. Just a great run for that team. Great momentum going into the rest of the season.
No, for sure there, but through turn 9 for the final time. Kind of sat around all day. Didn't really stick her nose into the lead battle for most of the race, but got around the 77 of Rowe when he made a mistake, stayed in the trail of Elijah Gordon, jumped him on the pit road, came out with a huge lead, going to slide it wide here in the final turn, but it won't matter because Audra Baranowskis is going to score the victory in the Lake Effect Ice Cream 175 today. A strong run for that team. Rutkowski 2nd, Stickler, Fitzy, 3rd and 4th. Monaco got up to 5th. Kukulon in 6th. Alpha B, Mason Brown, Keith Martin, Logan Williams. Take a look there at the rest of the lads coming across the line. Everybody, oh, somebody got in the wall hard there coming to the finish. Take a look there. Elijah Gordon ended up falling all the way back to 14th. Not a good day for him after what was a strong start. Overall, though, an incident-free race here today for the most part. Outside of Owen Miles hitting the wall there, nobody, only one DNF. A lot of guys did hit the wall, obviously, but for the most part, it was a pretty clean race here today that we saw at the Watkins Glen International.
Absolutely, but it was a fun one and a chaotic one. A lot more passing than I expected, even for Watkins Glen. It may not have been for the lead, but throughout the field, it was competitive. The trucks, rather, could go everywhere. They could just about make a line work. And, well, it was a good one for sure. Congratulations to Audrey Baranowskis and the point standing. Stacy Stickler was 6 points behind. Look, she finished in the 3rd position. Trey Bartow finished 9 positions behind. So I do believe she is going to end up taking the points lead away from Trey Bartow here.
Yeah, Stacy Stickler, he's definitely going to be taking that points lead away from Bartow. I expect Bartow to slide a little bit. Fitzy may. We'll see, obviously, how this points plays out after this, but definitely an exciting race here. Obviously, a little bit interesting, how Pit Road ended up deciding the race here, but, we saw a lot of good passing, a lot of guys. Joe Rakowski, definitely, I would say, driver of the day here. 10th to 2nd. Solid run for that 10 truck there, but obviously that does it here from us from the Finger Lakes region today. Nothing obviously getting to report as far as crashes, because we had a crash-free race for the most part. Guys getting in the wall, but no crashes. Next race, though. Next race, we head up to the Midwest of the country there at Iowa for the Casey's General Store 200 for 50 laps next Saturday afternoon. What are you looking for when we drop the green flag next Saturday at Iowa?
Well, there's a lot of grooves at that little racetrack. It's kind of like Richmond on steroids. It's a little longer. Richmond's technically a short track, and Iowa is just about the same length, 7/8 of a mile. It's flatter like Richmond, and it's competitive. It's unpredictable. A lot of trucks. A lot of times they'll hit the wall coming off turn 4, and that can really screw up momentum and just produce an unpredictable winner. And it's going to be a good show. I'm excited to see what race 4 brings.
No, it should definitely be a fun one here as this season starts to swing into full gear. Obviously, Iowa will be back on Napa Fans channel. The next race on our channel here for this series should be Atlanta in a couple weeks for the Lilly Trucking 200. But that'll be a fun one. But that does it here for us from the Watkins Glen International Raceway. Thank you for Josh Williams always for showing up and calling the race with us here today. Audrey Baranowskis, congratulations on the victory here today. Points are after this, and we will see you guys next time.